St. Pete Mayor Rick Reisman says the city has already established a coordination team. Just before Governor Ron DeSantis' announcement, Senator Marco Rubio also tweeted out this video. Take a look.
Florida's going to have coronavirus cases. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And my guess is that what we know about Florida is it's a big state. We have a lot of people travel through here from all over the country and all over the world. I think sooner rather than later, we're going to learn that we have cases here. That should not cause us to panic. What it should cause us to do is, number one, to make sure everyone is fully aware of how you prevent this from spreading, what you can do to protect yourself. But the other thing is, we should be triaging our resources and prioritizing our most vulnerable population, retirement communities, nursing homes, ALFs.
Again, Governor Ron DeSantis is going to be at the Tampa Health Department tomorrow at 10:30. Governor DeSantis will be at the Tampa Health Department 10:30 for a news conference. We will be there for the entire thing. In fact, earlier today I reached out because Tampa Health Department, one of those health departments that just recently over the weekend received these testing kits. So we asked, hey, can we be there on Monday to see how these testing kits look and see how they work? And now we, of course, know that we have 2 presumptive positive cases. We're going to be streaming now the governor coming in to talk about those presumptive positive cases and what this means for our area. That will be on WTSP.com. And I do want to make sure that everyone is aware. Again, we want to make sure that you are prepared because you heard Senator Rubio talking about the elderly population and those with underlying health issues. Really, that's the community that's most at risk in this situation. And we want to make sure that everyone is prepared to just kind of one thing that I keep hearing about is mortality rates. Tell us about the mortality rates. The mortality rates that we know about overall, 2.3%. When it comes to the elderly population, it's much higher. We know that children 9 and younger, we've seen in China 0 deaths from that. So we want to make sure that we're protecting our elderly. We want to make sure that we're protecting those who are vulnerable, as Senator Rubio talked about. Things that you need to look out for: fever, cough, shortness of breath, things that also come along with the flu. Best things that you can do: get the flu vaccine. If you haven't had the flu vaccine yet, go in and get the flu vaccine. You also want to make sure that you're washing your hands, that you're staying at home when you're sick. Your employer is going to understand, and that you also make sure that you're avoiding touching your hands and your face, that you make sure that you, again, wash your hands as much as possible and you cover your mouth. These are all things that are important. And Candace, you know, we just really want to make sure that people are aware.
Absolutely. Courtney, excellent information there. Now, remember, Florida isn't the only state with new coronavirus cases today. Washington State is reporting a second death. Now, according to the CDC's website, there are 22 confirmed cases in the U.S., but that number hasn't been updated since yesterday. And today alone, we've confirmed 1 case in Rhode Island, 1 in New York, and now the 2 presumptive positives here in Florida. Now, we also want to remind you that health experts continue to say that you are still far more likely to catch the flu. And the flu is far more deadly than the coronavirus cases that we've seen in the U.S. so far. And just like the flu, you can prevent coronavirus with good hygiene. So doctors say that this is stuff that you should already be doing, right? Think about washing your hands. Do it often. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue, and then make sure to throw that tissue in the trash afterwards. Face masks should also be worn by those who are exhibiting COVID-19 symptoms. Now, don't go to school or work if you are sick as well. That's another good piece of advice there. And as we deal with these coronavirus cases here in the Bay Area, we want to keep you focused on facts and not fear. If you have any questions or want any more information about the coronavirus, send a simple text. Text the word virus to the number that you see on your screen. That number is 727-577-8550.